Hey. I know what I'm going to start doing, blaming the old mods and tickets. Yeah, why not? Does this have capable facades? Probably not. Yeah. The mod list for this is all over the place at the minute. Does that mean I have to roll back casting again? Wait, what did I change? Listen, I have no idea. We could do anything. As I say, the streak is finished. The streak is ruined. So we're no longer doing stream streaks. It's literally when I have time to stream, when I can talk, I'm going to stream. Some days it might be an hour, maybe 2 hours. Some weeks it might be 1 hour a whole week. Some weeks it could be more. Today this come up pretty randomly, so I didn't have really anything planned at all. What, why no more stream streak? Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff coming up in the next like few weeks or months. So there'll be some days I couldn't do it anyway, and yeah, 500 is just such a good number to stop it on. Plus, as I was saying before, like I'd much rather do streams where I can interact like properly instead of doing everything over text. Just better integration. Does 26.1 have enough mods yet? I have enough mods to make 26.1 to work, yeah. Right, let's look at casting. What am I looking at? Tour events, entity drops. Oh yeah, we are totally making a fake player every time. Yeah, I'm not touching strains anymore. I don't think there's really much more we can do with that. Especially not with the way it's currently built. With casting, though, in classic IntelliJ fashion, it's not downgrading the project. Nope. Guess we close and reopen. Did I not release that? Well, oh, I didn't. I mean, that's not ideal either. So now I need to try and get Strainers back. Oh no, Strainers is on 1.20. 1.21. Multiple errors in the file system have been detected. This may lead to instability, freezes, and potential data loss. It is highly recommended to restart IntelliJ. Swear to God. This is honestly the most buggiest version I think I've ever known. So what's the last updated Strainers? 5.2.1. Oh yeah, 5.2.3 was never pushed. Alright, let's push 5.2.3. God, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we found some bugs today anyway. Routers weren't exporting anything, which is always good. And for some bizarre reason, I made this have no collision. Which is really strange. Right, updated Strainers is up. Casting still hasn't rolled back properly. I think you mean the 5.2.1 Mark II. Still find it bizarre that CurseForge allowed that to go up, considering it was the same name. Because usually it prevents the same file names, I think. I'm more worried because I can't see the latest update. Apparently the last update to Strainers was 4th of December. And the file name has been called 5.2.1, the last 4 versions somehow. Wait, why is it targeting the wrong version? I just have to manually update this. I mean, it's publishing the file somewhere. Is this not the right ID? It is. Okay, fine. We'll manually do it. On 1.21.1. Server client. And it's that. And then that. Pipe connector tutorial. Here's a question. What makes you think I'm going to do that? When I don't even have tutorials for my own mods. Plus, we should be mortal enemies anyway. I'm anti-pipe. Yeah, you're all about connected pipes. I'm all about not connected pipes. Just ignore this pipe. Right, that strainer's update's going out now. Allegedly. And the other one. Oh, what, these? These were purely tested pipes. What would you do if you wanted to connect A2 cables? No. We don't use A2. Technically, A2 cables, I class them as non-complete terminals. No. A2 routers is impossible. Same as refined is impossible. Well, possible in the current way routers is built. Ah, there we go. Customs work. Event. Fake player. Question: how are strainer liquids generated? I couldn't find any materials or tutorials for it. It's pretty simple. Strainers add these drops, and the drops come from straining certain things. To place a source, you need 4, and then it just places like a bucket. And then on the actual strainer itself, these work like tanks. So you can fill the strainer with the fluid. Just like that. And then you get these worthless things. No problem. I was going to add a way of when you search for the fluid that it come up with these. I think it's probably fine. I think it's one of those things, once you know it once, it's usually pretty simple to know how it works. Fake player. We'll make fake player null. Public fake player null. And then if fake player is null, fake player equals create fake player level and fake player fluid. Okay, that should be fine. Did you fix roosters? I did. Did I fix them in this one? Maybe. Actually, I can't remember. All it was instead of the router checking for this block, it was checking for this block. I didn't change the direction to the opposite. Yeah, it's working fine. As I say, it's where I've decoupled a lot of the logic into an API. And that's just obviously where I've rewrote certain things. It's slightly different. Where is my changelog? Guess we should test it, just in case. Wait a minute. Why is oh, I'm so stupid. Oh wait, I definitely added it to strengths. I think I no, I did. I added the no wait, what is this? Somehow router's got an update for its strainers. I better delete that. I don't know how that happened. Maybe doing a Subversion 2 update at the end. It's a very big maybe. I think this is working. Yeah, it's definitely working. Okay, let's push that. It shouldn't make a difference. We haven't changed that part of it. Though that is never going to be an issue in 26.1. Yeah, it's fine. But did I actually not upload it to Strainers? God, it's all a mess. 225 streak. That's insane. Half of your live streak. Well, that streak's dead now. $163 is still pretty insane. So does it mean you can't miss a streak? Is that how it works? Oh, yeah, that is pretty insane. Casting was approved, but Strainers was not. Well, probably looks like it's not going to be as well. You can miss one, but within 24 hours you have to watch another. If you skip stream for one day, we lose the streak in the case. Okay, I get it. That's insane. It was pretty consistent though in terms of times. It used to be around, well, between 8 and 9 start time. We had a couple of like 7 or 8 hour streams, didn't we? Okay, let's roll back casting. That seems like cheating. If you started at 8 yesterday and missed it and started at 9 today, I'd still lose the streak because it was 25 hours. So it just goes on start time, not how long the stream was going. The fun game now is, even I don't know when I'm going to be streaming, so we'll never know who. I can't see these streaks lasting long. Here we go. We're back. At times I remoted into my PC from my phone while I was away just to open the stream and save the streak. That is some serious dedication. I'll be honest, I can't even remember what the music is. Because as I say, I have so many issues with OBS. So I have no audio at all coming out of my computer. It all goes through OBS, and then OBS decides if it wants to send it or not. It's a lot of channel points. With like no uses. Apparently, well, the choose an emote one apparently. Don't really have many things to spend it on. You got like the text to speech stuff. Oh, I basically rage quit the loot stuff as well. Like the what was he using it in? Sniffers. And we were using it in casting. Because the amount of stuff we were going through to try and get it to render was just ridiculous. So now we're just using chance result. Still through a data net. So it's just that now. Maybe have to integration in the pack while make it. Yeah, like delete one random CubeJS file. But yeah, we got rid of that, and we added this for beheading as well. And treasure. Which I'm still not really sure what I'm using this treasure thing for. I just thought it would be an interesting one to add. And since we added like a molten amethyst, I kind of needed a use for it. Correct one spelling mistake. That is so good. Oh, and I've done you know what? I've done quite a bit on casting tools. I would say casting tools has had more work put into it than the multi-blocks and the actual base of the mod. Like every update, there's something. But the tool command's a lot better. So if I do like an invalid thing now, it tells me. But then you can also do /tool OP, and then it will give it to you anyway. And I've removed the levels as well for the OP command, which means I'm not sure if this will work. Yeah, didn't think so. Where did I die? Well, that's not very fair, is it? Yeah, I've done the tutorial already. I get the item. Ignore that. Where's he gone? Get the item. God, he's got a pickaxe now. And then you throw it into lava. And then you do @routers in JEI. And you use that instead. There you go. Look, beheading works. Beheading diamond. But yeah, that's good now. So we can actually, I can't remember if we said it on stream or not, but the idea is with that now, is that we could do things like we did in Fractured with the staff. Like the teleporting one. No, I do like pipe connectors. To be fair, I'm not. Modifier. Oh, that'll be why. Because how do why vanilla? There's also a lightning strike one now. I have to say, I genuinely think this is probably one of the best systems I've ever made in a mod. Like, the router stuff's cool now, but this stuff is insane. Add routers to work with pipe connectors. I still think it would have been cool to have the items and stuff move through the air, but it would add so much unnecessary fluff. I reckon you could do the beams. No, you couldn't do the beams the way they work. And actually, now the connector's better as well. I was going to say maybe you could do something with the routers, but I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, laser IO does items. Does it send items through the air? Do a sorting stick tutorial. Although I haven't started the issues that caused Sasabi to cry. No sorting stick tutorial until 100% no bugs. What am I looking for? Sorry, I haven't even got sorting stick. Rip. I remember when Dai made a showcase for it, he was proud of it. The thing is, so I know we can do it. It's just whether you want it to be purely visual or not. Because if you're traveling through the air, then it shouldn't be at the destination before it's finished traveling through the air, right? That's my thinking. But then you'd have to track every item that's being sent. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. If it was to add it, would probably just be visual. But then at that point, I don't know if you need it. Yeah, I don't want to be doing any delays and stuff. Oh, at least these are solid now. Plastic pipes, your mod. No. I just like the idea of them. They're like the Buildcraft ones from back in the day. Why does that look so weird? No, they don't. I'm not even sure if we need this. But so the idea is probably to use this instead of pipes. Forgot the change lock. This file has no change lock. Listen. No one's using strainers in 1.21. Apart from me. I think. 1.20, 1.20, well, no, there is. How is this person released? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mod packs in the space of 8 hours. I'll check if Classic Pipe support if they added the tag. I reckon so. I don't think they're doing anything special. Just connections. Why does it have a facing? Why does it have a facing direction? AI shenanigans, probably. Because I have total faith. Filter, cooldown, fluid. Yeah, it will work. I'm going to test it right now. Wait, is this just a way for you to trick me into doing a pipe connector tutorial? I think it is. I think I'm being scammed. What tag do I add it to? Placeable items or pipe block? both. I'll just have to add the whole mod. Place wires and pipe block. Pipe block makes it utilize laid pipes work. Let's check. Didn't work. Oh, it's because I'm removing it. Oh, that and also pipe types will try and path around other ones. Zero tutorial, everyone. Right, here we go. I really didn't do that in a straight line. So this is the pipe connector tutorial. You click 2 points and then you press place pipes. And just like that it works. Or just do this. And simply connect them like this. And then select which type of thing you would like to move. Energy, item, fluid, look at that. And then you get a nice line. And it just works, just like that.
So Zabi 2002 asked me, which one is better, pipe connector, block, or BBL routers? Listen to me, you absolute donut. You are asking if a pipe connector or a router is better. It is like asking if you should season a steak with salt or use a fire extinguisher. They are completely different ingredients for your miserable build. You use the connector to bridge the gap like a proper base, and you use the router to organize the chaos you have created. Both are raw garbage in your hands.
I can't believe this happened. Raw garbage. Just when you thought it couldn't get worse, eh? I do like pipe vision though. Yeah, it's good. Apparently these don't connect. Yeah, I do like pipe vision. Does it do different colours based on what it moves? Maybe. Hey, welcome. I bet they would be better. I bet they would connect if you used a pipe connector. You know what? So true. How does the colouring work then? Oh, I guess it just checks to the same block, right? Yeah. What the end of right? Oh, okay, was called. Oh yeah, conduits. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I will not support Ender.io. There you go, you heard it here first. The broker promises to stop making changes to the conduit API. Don't be like that. See, with the hot mod routers, we don't need to worry about things like that. Why am I wearing a pipe in my head? God, look at that. Yeah, that's Mr. Ender.io. I have to say, I would like to be able to put this on my head. Oh my god, it works. See you later, have a good one.
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
Imagine if that worked and you could export from the player inventory. With Mastercraft, you can import-export from the player inventory, no? I think you can, yeah. I can't believe that actually worked though. Actually, it's actually perfect. I do prefer this new quest line though. I think this flows a bit better than the original version I had. Because then I think probably around here somewhere we'll do casting. And then that will take us through this. And then the Electrum's used to get Infinity, which is for the Ender IO stuff. Which again, I think this is probably all fine. And then that will be like the main progression of the pack. Basically there or thereabouts. It's just going to be working out how the end game looks. Actually, we added Geo Wars is a weird one, so I don't know where we're putting this. Because obviously this is affected by fortune, I think. It definitely is affected by fortune. So I think the end game will be going down that route, I think. And then I believe it's casting. Yeah. So around this point, I think we need to do Geo Wars, maybe? I mean, what tier are we at here? 6. The thing is, tier 7 is the only one that unlocks stuff. Which gives you ancient debris. And apparently grass. So ancient debris is the only one. And then the netherite, I don't think there's anything. No, apart from modifiers. There will be something to forget the emerald mesh. And then, I don't know what the last chapter like, Geo Wars. The issue you've got is there doesn't feel like there's a lot of content. And I think Cave Opolis deserves a good, like, sequel. I don't want to make it a smaller pack. Plus Fractured was quite small. We are quite limited on mods though. I don't know if we can should play Hearthstone. What should we do? I don't feel like doing Minecraft stuff. Let's say I don't know how long the stream will last as well. Sure, we'll do that. I can't believe we never released that. That's the update we just did, right? Maybe the Dyson Cube one fixes the log as well. There's a lot of updates for this. Refined construction sticks. Oh yeah, that helps. I didn't even count. About 15, I think. But obviously, there's some stuff we don't update. Yeah, there are relics, and there is something else. Oh no, just relics, relics. Yeah, I don't update any of that. Yeah, it does. I think that's, is there anything else for Submerged? Fractured. Tech, fractured tech. Now apparently that is it. This has guide B6. Yeah, that's in. So what I'll do is I'll push this then. I think we'll just call the stream there. As I say, there's not really much to do at the minute. So let's raid someone. Sure, we'll raid them. I don't know what to spam. Spam something. Like just spam hello, I guess. Hello. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Oh yeah, routers, spam routers. Yeah, see you whenever it is next time. As I say, I want to try and do speaking streams from now on. So that really depends on other people's schedules and stuff. So yeah, well hopefully soonish. But we'll see. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.